Welcome children, take out your geography book, chapter 10, Antarctica, the uninhabited continent. Today I am going to tell you this chapter in gist. Antarctica, located at the South Pole, is a frozen continent entirely covers a permanent layer of snow and ice ranging between 2,300 and 4,000 meters. This continent hardly had any human settlement before its discovery in the 19th century by European explorers for being too cold and windy. Many countries have set up their research stations here. Location and extent. The word Antarctica literally means opposite the Arctic. It is a southernmost continent lying entirely within the Antarctic Circle. It is separated by the icy waters of the Southern Ocean. To its north lie Australia, New Zealand, Africa and Southern America. Being the fifth largest continent, its area is 14 million square kilometers. During winter, the frozen sea appears bigger in size, while in summer, broken pieces of last iceberg melts and it appears smaller. Antarctica is also called a white continent as it remains frozen throughout the year under permanent ice sheets. Physical feature: it is a high plateau with no coastal plain with mountain ranges, peaks, a rift valley and volcanoes. The surface remains covered with ice caps and ice sheets. Two broad inlets divides the land into two unequal parts, the Weddell Sea and the Ross Sea. It is known as East Antarctica as a large part falls in the eastern hemisphere while a smaller portion lying in the western hemisphere is known as West Antarctica and are separated by trans-Antarctic mountains that extends more than 3,200 kilometers. The Antarctic Peninsula, pointing towards South America, is a continuation of Andes mountain range. Its highest point is Vinson Massif in the Sentinel Range. Mount Erebus, an active volcano on the Ross Sea, erupted in 2011. There are 400 subglacial lakes in Antarctica and the largest is Vostok. Climate: it is the coldest continent. It is extremely cold and dry because of its height and distance from the equator. There is a vast difference in temperature in the coastal areas and in the interiors. During winter, the sun never rises and the temperature drops below minus 10 degrees Celsius and minus 30 degrees Celsius, while in the interior the temperature drops below minus 60 degrees Celsius. During the summer months, the sun never sets. There is a continuous daylight and the temperature around the coast range between 0 degrees Celsius and 9 degrees Celsius, while those in the interiors are about minus 20 degrees Celsius. It is the driest part of the earth, whose interior receives 50 to 100 millimeter of precipitation in the form of snow every year. Blizzards: it is a cold, dense wind blowing at a high speed of about 200 km per hour in coastal regions. These blizzards are major hindrance to human settlements or explorations in Antarctica. Human voyage zones: because of extremely cold climate, it doesn't have indigenous human population. Being far away from populated area, it remained undiscovered right up to the 19th century. The Antarctic Treaty was signed in 1959, which was jointly governed by 12 countries. According to the treaty, no country can claim Antarctica as their own territory or conduct military or mining activities. Countries are only allowed to establish research stations in Antarctica and conduct scientific experiments. So in Antarctica, there is no permanent settlement or industry. Generally, it has a floating population of around 1,000 in winter and 4,000 in summer, consisting of research staffs and scientists. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.